Students, this is Rebecca Adil from RA Knowledge Spot. Dear students, today we have to start rest of the question of the exercise, that is 1.3 and question number 12. Okay, in this question, students, this is a quite different question from rest of the question. Of course, all the question have a somehow a little bit change in them. They all are not of the same pattern, but when you start off the question, there are 2 to 3 questions that are on the same pattern. Now, dear student, there is a word that you can see that is called exponential equation. Before I'm going to tell you what is exponential equation, you already have heard in class 9 that is what is exponential function. Students, many times you have heard and you have saw in your books that is x power 2, y power 2, 3 and z powers 2 and so on. But you have noticed few times, बहुत कम दफ़ा जिसे कहते हैं, you have noticed that 2 power x and 2 power y, something like that, the faces like that. So these are the things that is called exponential function. And in this book, in this chapter, there is another word for you, that is exponential equation. Students, there is a definition in your book, that is when variable occur as a power of the number, like these are the variable and this time these variable occur or appear as the power of the number. This is actually called the exponential equation. These questions, the rest of the question are related to that definition. Now, here is the question in front of you. Then we can write this question like you can see the power like 4 dot is the multiplication 2 power x 2x plus 1 minus 9 dot 2x is equal to 0. Dear students, as you know that when bases are same, we have to separate, like powers will be added. If they are add, then we can also write in a separately form. So we are just going to separate this like 2 power 2x plus 2 power 1, no need to mention even 1, no problem, minus 9 dot 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Further, what we have to do, we are going to split, or we can say like I'm going to write like 2, this is 2 power 2x, on the whole it is having square on it, because you have to find the repetitive value in the question. As in the previous question, we have to find the value that repeats actually itself 2 times. Now this is 2 power 2x, 2 power x, and here we can also make it in a way that so we just get 2 power x. After that, okay, now this is 4 2s are because they are going to multiply. 4 dot 2, that is 8, and 4 2s are 8, and we can write that is 2 power x and whole power square, then this one, and after that this is the main equation. Now the repetitive value is 2 power x. Now we have to suppose that 2 power x is equal to y, and you better know, students, now what will be the form of the equation 1 will be, wherever you have 2x, you simply have to replace with the letter or with the variable, that is y. Now simply by replacing this by y, you can say 8y square minus 9y plus 1 is equal to 0. Now this is a simple form of the question. See, this was the form of the real question, and now your question is in this form. Now this is the quadratic equation. There are 3 methods that you have read all through, that is quadratic equation in front of you, and factorization, completing square. The last is quadratic formula. Now here you can say factorization is so simple, so I'm going to apply here, that is not only time taking, it's a short time question. So you can say this is a minus 8 and minus y will give you minus 9, and when you multiply you will get 8. After taking common, 8y is common, this is y minus 1, and this is now y minus 1 is common here, and I'm just going to skip. You have to solve by yourself. Now this is y minus 1 and 8y minus 1. Y minus 1 is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0, and 8y minus 1 is equal to 0. Now you're getting the value, that is 1, and you just tell me what is the value of y. It will be 1 by 8. Students, you have to do by yourself. You just know many times we have solved it. This will be y minus 1 and 8y minus 1. Okay, hope so you can do it by yourself. Now moving towards the next part, you can see these are not the answer of the question. Why? Because our question is in the variable x, and here the answer is in the form of y. It means we have to substitute it again. So first we have to solve for y is equal to 0 and then for y is equal to 1 by 8. Now for y is equal to 1, what is the value? There is the first substitution. You will take it, you have to write 2x is equal to 1, putting the value of y, that is 1. Now students, maybe or may not, you just remember that in class 9th in exercise number 3.2 of logarithms, where you just have write in a way like you know that 2 power 0 is equal to 1. And why we are going to write this way? Because we have to find the value of x, and if we are going to write this way, we are not getting the value of x. So we are going to write 2 power 0, that is equal to 1. Now as the base is same and there is an equal sign, it means power will also be equal. Now x2 is equal to 2 and x is equal to 0. Now this is the value of x. Now we are going to solve for y is equal to 1 by 8. Again we have to write 2x is equal to y and substituting the value. Okay, now what will happen with this 8? We know that 2 power 3 is equal to 8, like 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. Still we can't find the value of x because they are not same. How can we compare them? So we have to take it to the upside. We are going to take it upside and the sign will be automatically changed. And now as the bases are equal, so the power will also be equal. Now what is the value of x? That is minus 3. So this is the solution of the question. There are two solutions, that is 0 and the minus 3. This is the solution. Now this is another question, that is question number 13 of the same category, that is 2x plus 2, that 12.3x minus 3 is equal to 0. Students, now you just find out by yourself that how you solve this question. Now what is the thing that you just thought that we have to take it? Suppose now this is 32x dot 32. Okay, now bases are same, like we can split this in writing way, 32x dot 3 power 2 minus 12 3x plus 3 is equal to 0. I just take the values to the other side and here this equal sign, it is 0. Okay, now we can write this 3 power 2 means 9. I just write here. Now 3 power x and square is on upper side and this term will be as it is. Dear students, a very clear image. Like you can see the repetitive value, that is 3 power x. This is the 3 power x and here is also 3 power x. Now we will suppose this repetitive value is equal to y, and now we have to put, this is the main equation, we have to substitute this value, like wherever you are feeling and wherever you are just looking that 3x, you just have to replace with y. Now after replacing, you will get 9y square minus 12y plus 3 is equal to 0. Once again, this is actually the factorization. Now you have to factors. The factors will be, okay, before you are going to take the factors, we have to take the common. You can see there's a number 3 that is common, 3. Now 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12 and 3 1s are 3. Now on the other side, as 3 is multiplying here, on the other side it will be 0. 0 by something is 0, like 0 by 3 will give you the 0 answer. Now we have to make the factorization, that is 3y square minus 3y minus 1 minus y is plus 1. Okay, again we have to take the common numbers. After this common, then this is y minus 1, 3y minus 1 is equal to 0. Now 1 by 1, that is y minus 1 is equal to 0 and value of y will be obviously 1. 3y minus 1 is equal to 0 and the value of, again this is negative and here it will be positive, then 1 by 3. Okay, again now we have to solve, because this is not the final solution, we have to solve 1 by 1 for y. Then now for y is equal to 1, we have to substitute in this substitution. We are going to write 3x is equal to y. We can also write 3x is equal to y rather than writing y is equal to 3x. No matter if you want to write this way, then no problem. Okay, now the value of y, that is 1. Okay, then we can write, like in a previous question we just write 2 power 0, now 3 power 0, because we need 3a. Then we are going to compare them. After comparing them, x is equal to 0. Now for y is equal to 1 by 3, that is again putting the value will get 1 by 3. Again we have to take it upside, will be 3 power minus 1. Now we can easily compare because the bases are same. At least one thing should be same, bases or power. Now the bases are same, we can say that x is equal to minus 1. Now these are the solution of the question. So you can see this is solution set 0 comma minus 1. Moving towards the next part, that is question number 14, and this is 2x plus 64 dot 2 minus x minus 20 is equal to 0. Students, I think so you can find the repetitive value. You can see that is 2 power x. This is 2 power x and this is 2 power x also. Now there is a little bit change in the question. Now what will happen, this is 2 power x plus 64 as it is, dot as it is, 2x is as it is, and I just took this minus towards the outer side, and when you multiply you will definitely get minus x, but just because we need it actually, so we are doing in this way. Now what will be the substitution? Yes, it's so simple. Let 2x is equal to y, or this repetitive number is 2x. Now after putting in this main equation, you will get y plus 64, y power minus 1 minus 20. Now dear students, as you know this is a negative power, of course we will take it downside to the denominator, so we'll get y. Now dear student, it is becoming an equation, a fraction. We don't want actually fraction. Then how can we just get rid of this? We are going to multiply with the whole fraction, with the whole equation with the number or with the variable y. And after that I'm going to write just multiplying the whole equation with your y, and what will happen after that, you can see y dot y plus this one y, and there's a cancellation y with y, and what will have, this is just 64 y square plus 64 minus 20y is equal to 0. Now we're just going to arrange it, because first we have to write this 20y and then plus 64y, because we need all the time a standard form of the quadratic equation. Then after this, as we know that we have to do the factorization, then 16 4s are 64, and minus 16 minus 4 will give you minus 20. Then we're taking common y, we'll get this one. All the steps you already know very well. This minus y minus 16 and y minus 4. Then one by one, this. Yes, now y minus 16 is equal to 0, then you get the value of y, that is 16. Now y minus 4 is 0, you get y is equal to 4. Now dear students, again we have to put in this equation to get the value of x, to get the solution set. Now for y is equal to 16, we are going to put in that substitution, that is 2x is equal to y. After substituting the value, dear students, how can you break this 16? We can write like 2 power, yes you can, 4. Good. 2 power x is equal to 2 power 4. Now as the bases are same, of course power will also be equal just because of this equal sign. Now the value of x is 4. Now we're going to solve for y is equal to 4. Again we have to substitute in the same equation, that is 2x is equal to 1. Now 2x and y value 4. Again how can you split this 2 so that you can the base 2? How can get you this, because you need actually 2. Also dear students, you can say that 4 4s are 16, 4 power 2. But dear students, you need actually, you have to find this way. If this is 2, so you have to find a number like 2 in a base, and power should be different. Now 2 power 2, that is 4. Again base is equal to base and power is also equal to power, and we have to find the value of x. So this is our solution set. Now this is 2 comma 4 is your solution, so don't forget to write within a comma. Okay, now we last question of the exercise, that is question number 15. Now this is the question in front of you. This is a totally a different case, a different form of the question, but dear students, you just focus and you just keep remind in your 9th class, that is 5.2. there is maybe question number 3 or question number 4 where you have see a face like that, and question have you already have done this question. In this question, what is the strategy of the question? I'm just going to tell you that, dear students, this is the question, and you can see what we have to do. And if you recall that process, you just add 3 plus 1, that is 4, then minus 5 minus 7, that is minus 12, and they are not same. What we have to do in this question, we have to make they are called actually the linear factor. Okay, they all are called the linear factor, and we have to find two linear factor that when you multiply actually they should be same. And how they will be same? See here. Now if you're going to, because these pair are not possible, so we have to change a little bit, like we have to change the place of the linear factor. Like you can see this is +1 and this is -5. When we solve, will get -4. This is +3 and this is -7, and we are getting -4. You can see the both solutions are same. This is -4 and this is -4. It means we have to write x plus 1 with x minus 5 and x plus 3 with x minus 7, because these two numbers give the same answer. But if we are going to see the question, 1 plus 3 is not giving you the answer that -5 is equal to -7 minus 5. So that's why we have to change the question. We have to write them differently. Now I'm going to write x plus 1 with x minus 5 and x plus 3 with x minus 7, and after multiplication, when you write them, and you have to simply multiply them, and after multiplication you will get this one. Like when you multiply x plus 1 with x minus 5, you will get this form and this in another form. And after multiplication we are going to simplify furthermore, and this is x square minus 4x and minus 5, and x square plus minus 4x minus 21 is equal to 192. Now these are the same. Dear students, actually you can say the theme of the exercise is exactly same. In whole the exercise we have to find the repetitive question, although the pattern of the question is quite changed. After 4 question again there is a new pattern, after 4 question there is a new pattern, but the theme is same. Like again we have to find some same term, and right now the same term is x square minus 4x. We are going to take it equal to y. Then we just have to substitute in this equation. Now this is y minus 5 and y minus 21 is equal to 192. Again this is the simple multiplication, and after multiplication this is y square minus 21 minus 5y plus 105, and that is 192. After solving further, you can see this is minus 21, this is y square minus 21 minus 5y plus 105, and I just going to take 192 to the other side, so that it will there's more simplification we can have. Minus plus 21 and 5, that is 26, and when you subtract you will get minus 87. After that, the students, again we have to find we have to do the factorization. If you don't get the pairs of that number, that is 87, you can see here 3 2s are 6, 3 9s are 27, and 29 1s are 29. Okay, now we have to make like 29 3s are 87, and when you subtract you will get 26. These are the factors or the pair of this question. Now after taking common, this is y minus 29 plus 3 is common. Then now y minus 29 is as it is, and y plus 3 is your common number. Now one by one, as you know that, now y minus 9 is equal to 0. The value of y is 29. Well, y plus 3 is equal to 0, and now y is equal to minus 3. Again dear student, this is not the final answer. We have to substitute. Now where we have to substitute? In the very first that we take actually the substitution. Now we have to solve for y is equal to 29, and where we have to substitute, where we have to put here, this is the main equation. I'm just going to replace the value of y, that is 29. Now students, this is quite lengthy at this step. Now 29 is positive and there it will be negative. Again we are having the quadratic equation, and in this quadratic equation we can't make the pair. That's because 29 ones are 29. There is no pair, there is no number when you multiply the two number and you will get 29. So what we have to do, we have another method that if there is a question, if factorization is not possible, then what we have to do, we have to do quadratic formula. Now this is, as you know that this is the standard form. Now what is a? That is 1, b is minus 4, and your c is minus 29. After applying the formula, this is your formula. Just put the value, and after solving these you will get plus 4 plus minus minus 4 4s are 16, and when you multiply 16 4, this is after 29 into 4, that you get 116, and minus minus plus further 132, that is square root. And dear student, the way like I have done here, or you can do the prime factorization, or there are some calculators and you are having your calculators with you, you can simply write square root 132 and press the equal button. You will get the value that is 2 under root 32. Now you can see you can't cancel this directly, so what you have to do, you have to take it common, that is 2 is a common number. 2 2s are 4 and 2 1s are 2. Then now you can cancel this 2 with this term 2. Now we're going to solve for this y is equal to, there is another value, that is y is equal to minus 3. We are going to put again in this equation. Now the value of y is 3. Okay, we are going to take, this is negative y, negative 3, and we're just going to take it to the other side, it will be positive. Now in this question, dear students, we can have the factors because 3 1s are 3 is a possible factor. Now you can see the factors. Now x is common, here minus 1 is common. Now one by one we have to take it 0, like x is equal to minus 3 is equal to 0, and that is 3. Now yes, now another portion, that is x minus 1 is equal to 0 and x is equal to 1. Dear students, finally we got the solution of this question. It's a quite lengthy question. Now now you can see the solution. How many solutions here we have? That is 3 comma 1 comma, this is the solution. After cancellation we will get 2 plus minus under the root 32. Dear students, this is the last part of the question of the exercise actually. Hope so you will find it easier now, at least, because many questions I have gone through with you and I don't think so it will be more difficult for you. But dear student, last but not the least, you have to do practice a lot more. Then definitely things will be easier for you as you are good in practice, as you are repeating your question again and again, doing good practice. Okay dear students, now we'll see you in the next video, that is 1.4. Till then, take care and bye bye.